Hey there, friends. A happy Sunday. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with a look at your forecast on this final day of November. Can you believe it? And it's going to be a beautiful one, a cold start to our day and a frosty start. We also have some areas of fog, but you can see above the fog we have blue sky. It's really going to be a nice day once we get rid of some of these low clouds and the fog. You can see from the Granite Falls High School cam, all of that white, that is frost. Let's talk about the month so far. We're going to wrap things up cooler than normal. Our average high for today's date is about 49. We'll warm up to about 45, 46 degrees, but we woke up to the 30s, low and mid 30s. And so we've trended above normal in terms of temperatures, the highs and lows, but below normal in terms of our rain. Our normal and average rain totals for the entire month, about 6.31 inches. And we got over 5.5 inches of rain, so doing better, but our yearly deficit is still rather low. And this is not just for Seattle, it's everywhere pretty much. Bellingham still 2 inches below normal. Olympia almost 11.5 inches below normal in terms of the deficit for the entire year, but above normal for rain totals for this month. And then Bellingham as well. It was just SeaTac a little below normal. Looking ahead to December, and this is a product from the Climate Prediction Center, and they're saying near average precipitation for the month. Yes, we're still going to have dry time, but we'll have our normal precipitation, which December is one of our wettest months, and it's typically one of our coolest months as well. And they're also saying near average temperatures for the month of December. And that's not to say we won't have some bitterly cold temperatures or very warm temperatures, but just saying on average near normal. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast as we head into the first week of December. Temperatures are going to be below normal, at least for a couple of days, if not near normal. So once again, average high or normal high this time of year is about 48, 49 degrees. But we'll start to trend above normal as we head into next weekend. Our mornings are still going to be rather cold, but our average or normal low temperature for Seattle is about 39 degrees. This morning it was super cold. We had 20s, we had 30s, but we'll warm up nicely under mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. This ridge of high pressure that we've been talking about the last couple of days, it's still situated offshore, and it's going to sit there at least for a couple of days. And so we're close enough to this ridge and still where we are getting our flow from the northwest. And so we'll have a couple of disturbances still riding along that ridge. And so that will bring us more clouds at times. It's also going to bring us the chance for a couple of showers. Not today, though. Go out, enjoy it if you can. Some of us may get trapped under some fog, typically the lower Chehalis Valley, typically those foggy spots. So it might be hard for some of us to get rid of this fog, at least until the afternoon. But this is around 9:15 Sunday morning. You see the fog starting to creep in over Elliott Bay and then off in the distance. But once again, we have blue sky above, some high clouds in place. And then I wanted to show you from our Tacoma cam, we can see the mountain, but you also see a little bit in the way of that fog and low cloud cover. And some of us had some freezing fog this morning, again, as temperatures dropped into the 20s and 30s. But let's talk about today, because once again, temperatures a little below normal. So even with the sun, it's going to be quite chilly all day long. Our highs for the day, so it's going to take some time to even hit this high, maybe early to mid-afternoon before the sun goes down. We'll have highs in the mid-40s. If you're headed up to the mountains to check out some of the new snow, just make sure you bundle up. Even central and eastern Washington going to be quite chilly. Overnight lows, and tomorrow morning we're waking up to the 30s. Once again, low and mid 30s. Now some of you may not drop this cold. We'll have to see how thick the clouds get overnight out ahead of that system I was telling you about. But tomorrow's highs are going to be very similar. It's just not going to be as bright. Sure, we could have a couple of sun breaks in the mix, but definitely nothing like today. So more clouds will begin to move in late tonight, maybe some low clouds, if not some fog tomorrow morning. We could also have some very light showers, maybe sprinkles, drizzle tomorrow morning as you head back to work, but we're not expecting anything super impactful. Then we get into Monday evening. Here comes that disturbance I was telling you about, very weak, but it's still going to bring some precipitation. Here's 6:30. Still mainly north of Seattle, and then overnight and into Tuesday morning we'll hold slight rain chances, really light, and then up in the mountains maybe a couple of inches of snow. Really not expecting much, unfortunately. And then into Tuesday afternoon, still going to hold on to most of the clouds through Tuesday night. On average, our area could pick up maybe a couple of 1/100ths of an inch of rain, if not maybe a 1/10 of an inch, with the highest spots really getting in on the accumulating precipitation is going to be more so to the north of us. In terms of snow totals, now this is through Tuesday night. You see maybe a few inches at the passes. Higher elevations will have a better chance for that. But once we get into Friday and Saturday, once again, we are going to have to see what happens with this ridge. If it weakens, it's going to open the door for a wetter system to move in Friday and into Saturday. If that's the case, then we'll have a better chance to see some falling and accumulating snow at some of our ski resorts. I wanted to show you Crystal Mountain's camera. This is their 360 camera. Super cool if you just want to get a nice view or check out how the snowpack is. And you see it's rather bare. Now this is at the summit, from the summit, so over 6,000 feet, but you see Rainier beautifully, and just panning over, we don't have all too much in the way of snow. Now here are some of the ski area targeted winter opening dates. Crystal Mountain originally was thinking maybe this holiday weekend. Just not enough. So now they're saying it's to be determined. So really don't know until we get some more snow. The summit at Snoqualmie, also the case. Mount Baker's that case, as well as White Pass. But I checked this morning. Stevens Pass is still saying maybe this upcoming weekend, but again, we'll have to see how much snow we get with that incoming system. Mission Ridge still saying maybe this upcoming weekend as well, but you'll have to check in with them, and we'll keep you posted as well if we get any updates. But once again, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Temperatures are really just going to be on either side of 45 degrees the next couple of days. We'll have mostly cloudy skies. The next best chance for rain, again, will come Thursday, as early as Thursday. A few showers here and there. Temperatures are going to be in the 40s, but then Friday and Saturday, for now, model guidance still leans into the wetter system moving in Friday and Saturday. However, some of the ensembles, so it's not showing all too much. It's actually showing that ridge still hanging tight, but as we get a little closer, we'll have a better feel of whether or not we could have a couple of showers, kind of similar to Monday, or will we have a wetter system, but still showing that temperatures are going to be a little milder, so that means higher snow levels, but we'll see. In terms of the extended temperature forecast, this is beyond the 7-day. Temperatures in the lower and potentially mid-50s, which would mean above normal or near normal, kind of what the Climate Prediction Center was saying. So remember, you can always find the latest forecast as we get closer, maybe some good news in terms of some of the beneficial rain and then some of that beneficial mountain snow. We really need to work on our snowpack, unfortunately, and we'll keep you posted on some of those opening dates as well. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. And you can always find an extended look at the forecast on King 5 Plus, as well as our YouTube page, king5.com, King 5, our Facebook page, as well as the app as well. I hope you have a fabulous Sunday and a good rest of your holiday weekend and next week.